The following program is intended for mature, adult audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
Welcome back to Flavored Enemy Tales of Vitore. We open on a slightly different scene today. We open in the middle of the desert. Empty, desolate, sand being kicked up every which way. There lays a man, inches away from water, just unable to move. This man's dark, charcoal gray skin, bleached white hair, and piercing green eyes paint an image of someone not of Vitore. He lays there, defeated, dying, when a curious figure approaches. Tossing aside a small vial, our mystery man looks up and sees the shape of a man in a high collar coat and a top hat. You need a drink there, friend? All right, I'll help you out. And so the two became friends, partners. And there, where our mystery man may have died, they built the greatest city to have ever existed in all of Vitore. We now cut hundreds of years to the future, and we see Sepal currently sitting outside with Cadmus, right outside of Dilugenhole, after everyone else has just headed off to the city of Gears. Cadmus looks over at you, Sepal.
So, what do you want to do now?
Well, how much fish should we pull?
Sorry?
Yeah. Well, good thing we didn't harm any of them because the hooks didn't go through their heads. Do you reckon we should look for the others, or do you want to go foraging?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like fun.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go foraging.
I feel like there's something. I feel like there's something I was supposed to tell you, but I just can't remember.
Oh, well, maybe foraging will take your mind off it, and then it'll come to you naturally.
Yeah, maybe.
And Sebel takes out the book of like plant stuff and gets to it.
Okay. We now cut over to Alteris, the city of Gears, inside the home of Ghost and his parents. You all remember what happened last time we were here. Ghost showed up. The rest of you all introduced you to his dad and his mom, who's currently dying from some unknown affliction. You also met Stella, who's been helping with the home and caring for Ghost's parents and kind of just assisting in any way she can. What do you all do?
What time of, I feel like the past 24 hours in this game has been so insane. Like, what time of day is it? Where are we now in the timeline?
It is currently 6 p.m.
Okay.
We're getting ready to
talk about doing something crazy, right?
I mean, yeah, but we still don't have... We've once again run out of Aurora's wards, so I'm hesitant to mention anything.
We should probably...
I'm just gonna sit over here in the corner and drink until you're all ready to do whatever we need to do.
I mean, I don't know if we're leaving tonight or not, but that's up to Ghost, and he's still in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Dealing with stuff.
I don't...
Well, family's important, so...
Yeah, family is important.
And honestly, if we rest tonight and go in the morning, it might be better than trying to work our way through the city at night.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the only person here who knows the city is Ghost, as far as I am aware, unless somebody knows the city and isn't Sharon.
Well, guys, I will say we are on something of a time crunch. I wouldn't.
This is also fair, right? I think.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I just Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I wanted to let you know, Raph felt the presence of a certain unsavory individual and has had to, well, he asked me to put him to sleep.
Hope you don't mean that in like a permanent way, but just in a like nap way.
Probably the nap way.
Yeah, we probably
Yeah.
we just put him into my room for now.
I think it's the nap way.
Awesome.
Ghost.
No, I don't have
You can get out
permanency for sleep.
Great. Wonderful.
Right.
So
Also,
we've
guys,
knocked him out.
I've been in here the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm of the opinion that we do whatever the hell Ghost wants us to do. It's
All right.
his family.
You guys, for now, stay here. There's someone I have to go meet so I can try and gather some information.
Right.
Stay
Sure.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
We'll stay here. Yeah.
Can I at least go outside?
I mean, if
Of the house and then come back in? Or do you
Yeah,
want everybody
like-
to just stay inside?
no, just stay around the house. But if you guys are gonna go outside, just make sure you try and hide yourselves and just don't draw
Hey,
attention to yourself.
Hey, Champ, I'm just... You realize that going by yourself's a bad idea, right, Champ?
I mean, yeah, but then there's also the fact that I can do this, and I'm gonna change myself to look like a dwarf.
And you're telling me that none of your other friends here are the stealthy sort?
Well,
I
know there's a
I'm
few of
so
us here.
oblivious. I'm so oblivious. I like everybody knows me wherever I go. I'm a barbarian. Yeah, I'm totally not sneaky.
Well, if someone would like to come along, you're more than welcome to. I was just trying to not sketch out my information source. That's all.
Well, I can at least follow you out of the house if that's what you want, so you have a second pair of eyes to look around. But I won't follow you to your source so you don't get creeped out.
Everybody who's sneaky should go with Ghost.
I can.
Well, I can try. I'm decent at.
We shouldn't take a big group.
It should not be a big group. It should be like a small.
Yeah, sport. You need to take one person with you. Keep everyone else here.
Rogue fight.
In my opinion, it's probably M or Glisse.
Yeah. But Glisse is also. How many Ferums are in the city of Gears?
Can I do a stealth check right now?
A lot less than Dark Elves, I'll tell you that. Yeah, go ahead.
Not one! That's still a 10.
Still a 10.
Yeah. And
yeah, I'm totally good at this.
And kiddo,
please ignore
if
the 29 I had last episode.
If I've taught you anything about party composition, kiddo, you should know that you need to take someone who, can handle a little bit of support, casting, something like that.
Yeah, that's fair, Pops.
Come on. I've taught you this stuff.
Sorry, with everything that's going on, I just haven't really thought of much.
Remember what I told you. You lose your head, and you're gonna lose your head.
Fair enough, Pops. Ghost is gonna look at Quincy and be like, do you feel like coming along for an adventure?
I mean, I don't have much in the way of magic, but I can be sneaky a little bit.
Better than nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Nothing.
All right, let's head out. And Ghost is gonna put on the hood from the cloak he found in his backpack.
Quincy will just roll a regular stealth check.
All right.
I'm not attuned, by the way. It's just a good old-fashioned cloaked.
17.
Okay. All right. Stella kind of looks at the rest of y'all and says, is anyone hungry?
I am absolutely starving.
Honestly, I'm down to eat. I can pretty much eat anything.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm always
Rover's
hungry.
a true garbage disposal.
You're not wrong.
Well, all right. I think there was some leftovers in the icebox.
Yeah, I remember Silence saying something about lasagna.
Yeah. I'll get those out right now.
Lasagna.
Thank you,
Do you
Stella.
want help?
Lasagna.
Why don't they pronounce the G in lasagna?
Lasagna?
Oh God.
Lasagna.
Here's where it ends.
And with that, we head over to Quincy and Ghost. You guys slip out of the front of the house, pretty sneakily like. And Ghost, what's your plan from here?
All right, so I'm going to stay as a dwarf and make my way through the city to where I usually meet up my with my informant to see if he's hanging around there.
Okay.
With not much else to do, I'll just casually follow behind Ghost at a slight distance, but, within 30 feet of him. Just trying to look as casual as possible.
Okay. All right, so you head over to meet where you would go to meet your informant, and you see another old-looking gnome on the corner, right there.
I'm going to look at him and then speak in Gnomish in 1 second because I think I wrote down his name for my session 0, and I just want to double check my sticky note.
While Ghost is looking, I'm gonna try to look around, see if anyone's trying to look at us or follow us. A 15 perception.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's following you.
Oh,
So, like the schmuck I am, I did not write it down.
What do you say?
In Gnomish, I'm just gonna be like, I'm looking for information. Do you know where I could find some?
Yeah. I know where you could find some information. Tell me, real quick, day'd you leave?
What day did I leave?
What day'd you leave?
I want to say it was.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, can I make a knowledge check? Because, time shenanigans.
Yeah. Make an investigation check, I guess.
21.
In my defense.
History?
14.
21 insight on this guy.
He's trying to figure out if this is who he thinks it is.
Oh, okay.
Ghost, you left on the 14th of Firebreak.
It was the 14th of Firebreak.
Yeah, gotcha. Come on over here. Got this nice little art mural to show you.
As he nods to the alleyway.
I look back at Quincy, and behind my back, I point in the direction of the alleyway and make my way over to the.
I will quietly follow behind and kind of trying not to draw attention, just follow behind from a distance.
All right. Make a stealth check.
Another one? Okay.
19. Okay. You sneak along pretty quietly. Feel like nobody's seen you. And as you guys get in the alleyway, Ghost looks at you and says,
I thought you wouldn't come back.
I kind of didn't have a choice in this matter.
They haven't even announced that you left.
Well, I don't know if they would have, probably, because they might know I would have had to come back.
Hey. Huh? What you need?
I need some information on the King of Steam, guards around him, his house, like 4 plans for him, just anything you can get me on this king.
That's a tall order you're asking for.
Yeah, I know. And I reach into my pocket and I pull out 50 gold. This should make it worth your while.
he holds it. He pockets it, pulls out a set of parchment from his inside of his coat, lays it out on the trash can lid in front of him. Taps the side of his monocle, and you see it start to make a bright red line into the parchment and start scorching into the parchment, a set of blueprints.
Can I make a perception check to make sure that we're not being watched?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception check.
I would like to do the same.
Okay.
8.
17.
You both feel like there's nobody watching you.
It's great how he said that.
And
You're telling me.
finishes engraving. Alright. Here's the blueprints. Burn it after you're done.
Of course.
There's a place, Tech Light Lounge. About 2 o'clock tomorrow. They're gonna show up there. Try to do an investigation. A group of the Altair's assassins. You get in there, knock them out, kill them, whatever. Take their gear. There should be 3, 4 of them, maybe. There's your in.
Thanks. You would also wouldn't happen to have any of the guard patrol schedule?
There's always 15 on the walls surrounding the high ring. Always 15 hands. They change shift at 3 p.m. and 3 a.m.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll up the map, put it in my backpack, and then just walk away.
Oh, hey, before you go real quick.
Hmm.
And he taps the sides of his monocle, and everything goes kind of bright and dizzy for a minute, and then he's gone. And you cannot, for the life of you, remember what he looked like.
That's
Quincy,
new.
you were unaffected.
All right. I'm gonna walk out of the alleyway to Quincy, and not like walk up to him, but signal to him that we're heading back to the house.
I wait for him to walk past me. I do one more check behind us, and then I
Good. Make a perception check.
11.
You want me to make one as well?
Yeah.
Won't fail me now. 14 again.
All right. You don't feel like anyone's watching you. And as you guys start heading back there, you guys are walking through the coal ring. You're in a little bit of a rougher part of town, but it's eerily quiet. There's not people on the streets. And Ghost, you realize that this is like very unusual. There's usually at least a few people on the streets in the coal ring, especially in this area specifically because they've got some pretty good stuff around this area, including the powder keg. And you can also see that a little bit further down, you can even see Fazen's Bonds and Brokerage, which is just boarded up. No any sign that they were even open for business. Just boarded up windows, nailed shut.
Is there an alleyway I can dip in?
Yeah, there's plenty.
All right. At this point, since the coast is kind of clear, I'm gonna let Quincy catch up, dip into the alleyway, and then look at Quincy and say, "This is unusual for the coal ring, so I'm gonna do this." And I bend like forward, and I pull Quincy down to my level, and I hand him my backpack, which has like the map and stuff in it, and then tell him, "Take this with you. Just don't lose it."
Right? Lou, keep in some kind of disguise. I don't think it's to be in your true form out on these streets.
Yeah, that's why I left the house as a dwarf.
Yeah.
But if something happens, just head back to the house as fast as you can.
Will do.
All right, let's roll. And I walk out of the alleyway.
Wait for a moment and follow behind.
Okay.
I'd like to make a perception check.
Go ahead.
Same. Dang nabbit. 13.
That's a 9. I'm looking at the dirt.
Once again, the streets are quiet, but you don't see any presence at all. No guards, no citizens, no people in the shop windows. All of the shops themselves are closed. Some of them boarded up.
I wouldn't know if there's like a holiday going on or anything like that, right? Just
No
another day.
holiday today. No holiday
Shit.
today.
I'm gonna turn around and look behind Quincy and I and see if there's just people following us.
You don't see anybody. It's just an empty street. Dead silence. No sound, no tapping of feet on the road asphalt. No sound of wind rushing. No sound of the clinking of metal. You don't even hear the monorail running right now, but you usually can hear that at least. There's nothing. No sound. No movement. It's completely still.
I'm gonna put my hand on aftercut just in case, and I'm gonna signal for Quincy to prepare himself just in the off chance something happens.
Yeah, Quincy knows to keep his hand hovering next to his holster. Can Quincy... Is it possible for Quincy to look in the distance and see if, like, there's any signs of life farther out into the city?
Well, you're in the ring, so it's built like a circle, right? So the road just kind of wraps around. Unless you head down one of the main streets, which you'd have to walk further up, then you can head towards the steps leading to the next layer, to the next ring. And then on the opposite side of the stairs is where you could get on the monorail if it were running, but you don't hear that it's running. So
I guess since I can't see if anything's happening somewhere else in the city, I'm going to go ahead and make a stealth check to be as inconspicuous as possible.
Yeah, I'd actually like to do a stealth check as well. We're in the wide open street. Never mind.
9.
you feel like no one's going to be able to see you.
All right. I'm going to just keep walking to the house, but once we get there, I'm just gonna keep walking past the house and let Quincy go into the house.
All right. So, as you approach the house and you get close, I would like for each of you to roll me your perception check, please.
Why do you hate us? Why do my dice hate
12.
you? I rolled an 8.
Jeez.
So, it doesn't look like there's anybody around the house. It looks very still, very quiet. Not a whole lot to be worried about. Doesn't look like much has changed. Looking to the left and to the right of the house, there's still no people to be seen. No movement, no life. No sound of the monorail. No wind rushing through the streets. No nothing. Can you give me an Arcana check, please?
Which one?
Both of you, Arcana.
17.
That's a 6.
Quincy, you feel this weird sensation coming around your feet, right? And it feels vaguely like static electricity. You're not exactly sure what's causing it, but you definitely feel it.
I stop.
What do y'all do?
Stop where I am, and I guess I turn completely around. Another search, I guess, if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeez. 7.
I hate this so much.
Quincy,
why do you hate us so?
Quincy will will turn and step the opposite way and then say, if you're following me, just you come out now and explain yourself. Then just see if anyone or anything respond.
You feel a slight tug on the back of your pant leg, Quincy.
I turn around.
You don't see anything.
I stop and
I lift
turn
up
around.
my leg. Is there anything on it?
No?
I look at my gun. Is my gun still there?
Your gun's still there.
I check all my inventory. Is everything still there? Do I still have my wallet and everything?
Yeah, everything is still there. You still have everything.
Does he still have the map?
Yeah, do I still have the map?
Yep, you do.
Do I see Quincy just kind of looking around confused?
Yeah, you do.
Can I just make a perception check for the 5th time?
Sure, go ahead.
21. We got there.
You see, coming from just slip out for just a second. You see a little puppet of a fairy with black hair, and then disappear again, right next to Quincy.
I Did Quincy could he gauge how much like force someone tried to?
It was like a small tug, like trying to get your attention.
All right, I'll bite and just kind of.
Yeah, I let Quincy know what I saw.
What? He'll try to look around for this weird doll.
And you just hear, can help?
Can he hear where the voice is coming from?
It's coming from down like your knee level.
I look down.
You see this girl's little face, tiny little pale face with this scar coming up from the chin up to the lips, and these like hazel eyes and black hair, and you can tell she has some kind of invisibility like cloak tucked over above her head, so when she keeps her head down you won't be able to see her, but she kind of looks up at you.
Looking at this little girl, do I recognize a resemblance to a certain someone I almost hit with my horse on the road?
Make an investigation check.
4.
No. Like maybe, but no, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Hey. What's your name?
Delilah.
Okay, Delilah. You know who I am?
No, but bad people try to get me.
Guess Quincy will make an insight check to tell if this little girl is genuine. He knows so there are shapeshifters in this world. He wants to be thorough. 14.
You feel like she's being genuine?
He'll kind of reach down.
Ghost perception check, please.
14.
Okay, thank you.
Quincy will reach down his hand. He says, "Okay, you're invisible when you have your head down, right?"
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dolly protects me.
Oh, that's good. It's a good doll. Now,
she kind of waves the doll's knife hand at you.
Oh wow, she's a fighter there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It's exactly what you want from a doll. You know, they protect you from monsters and such that live under the bed.
No, Dolly protect me from Dad.
Am I over there?
Quincy is like, okay. You know what? I'm gonna protect you from Dad too. Just take hold of my hand. And keep your head down until we get somewhere.
Who's Dad?
She grabs like your finger and take 2 points of lightning damage. There's a little shock as you see her kind of look at you, say, "Oh, sorry," and you see her eyes are bright green now.
Oh, it's okay. Don't have to worry. I'm pretty tough. It's okay. Just take a deep breath.
See her look at the little puppet. You hear that, Dolly? We'll be okay.
Yeah. Ollie's probably pretty scared right now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, Ollie's got nothing more to worry about. And I guess Quincy will do a perception check around.
Yeah, go ahead, give me a perception.
Actually, he's going to say, help me, let's both keep an eye out, okay? And, like, can I ask her to give me the help action, basically?
Yeah, you can. That's fine.
Okay. 22.
And you see her kind of point up at one of the rooftops. There was
I'm sorry.
don't up there. There was up there.
Do I spying the rooftop? Do I see anything?
You see quick right before you able to get a clear click visual, you can tell that there was someone up on the roof looking at you through the reflexive lens of a scope for a firearm.
Which building? How is the building they are on across the street?
So it is 4 doors down on the same side of the road as Ghost's parents' house. So currently, about linearly, it's about 180 feet away.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to casually try to walk past that house that the sniper is on top of.
Okay.
I'm not even noticing.
I'd like you to make me a deception check with advantage, please. Ghost, what are you doing?
I gotta be so bad at deception.
Do I also hear Delilah say that it's like there's somebody up there, or was
you
I
see
farther
Quincy
ahead?
not walking to your parents' house, and also I rolled a nat 20 on my deception check.
Hell yeah, I'd love to see that.
Okay.
I'm seeing Quincy go the other way. I'm also going to follow Quincy's lead because Quincy wouldn't just walk back without, or he wouldn't walk away without reason. Quincy's a smart man.
My friend has faith in me.
So I'm just gonna kind of follow Quincy on this one, but instead of following next to him, I'm gonna follow behind him.
Could you give me another perception check, please, Ghost?
You really hate me today, don't you? So do my dice. It's an 8. I'm rolling my real life dice.
Quincy, would you like to give me a perception check as well?
Okay. Do I still have advantage from the help?
You do.
16.
You, out of the corner of your eye, you see Ghost's dad. Very briefly, for a split second, on top of the roof where the sniper was, and then you hear a dumpster lid close.
I guess.
And then you and then you just hear.
And then I hear nothing, or
you just hear a small whistle.
Do
I also hear this whistle?
You would hear this whistle, yes.
Can I look in the direction of the whistle?
Yeah. So yeah, you see the whistle coming from the alleyway to your right, and you see your dad there just sitting on top of a dumpster. He's pointing at the house.
Okay, then Quincy will just turn around and go back in the house. And nodding to Ghost's dad.
Just nods back.
Dad, what are you doing out here?
Get inside, champ.
Why?
Trust me.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure.
12.
You feel like he's being genuine and just is more concerned about your safety than anything else?
Alright. Hesitantly, I go to the house.
And as you guys head inside the house, Shadow comes in right behind you all and puts a set of Alteris Assassin gear on the floor.
I immediately go down and pick it up and start playing with it.
Leave that alone.
My friend, that's a gun. You're not allowed to play with guns.
Don't tell me what to do.
Efren, you're better off leaving that alone.
I'm gonna stay over here in the corner away from that.
I'm intently examining it, like everything. I'm getting the exact length, width, and like everything as I'm like fiddling around with it. And they're all just trying to stop.
Hey, champ, I know you're the master gentleman thief, and that was never my thing.
I wouldn't call myself master. Hey, Dad, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
When's my birthday?
Birthday?
Yep.
So I didn't write this down.
Well, it was. I was using it as a. This might be a fake dad.
Well, I as the DM don't know when Ghost's birthday is. So
That's fair. That's fair, I guess. That was a loaded question. My fault.
You could just narrate your dad gives you the correct answer.
Insert Ghost's birthday.
Your dad does give you the correct answer.
All right. Cool. That's my dad.
All right. You see Quincy kneel down for no reason, and he extends his hand. He's like, "It's okay. We're safe among friends now. But though, if you don't want to take the hood off, that's understandable too. Whatever you're comfortable."
You see her kind of lay the hood back, and you guys see her. She's got this kind of shoulder-length black hair, and she's got this scar running from her chin all the way up to her bottom lip. It's kind of like a fork of lightning. And she's got these hazel eyes, but they're just now dimming down from a vibrant lime green.
Yeah.
Who's the girl?
Where'd you get the child?
This
You brought a kid?
This here, everyone. This is Delilah. She grabbed hold of my pant leg and she asked me for help. So that's what I'm intending to do.
Tiny child.
Well, okay.
Into a random house with lots of random people.
Okay, you tell me what you would have done if a child comes to you and says, "I need your help."
I want that answer.
Become very, very suspicious.
Most of us probably would have left her. I'm not gonna lie there.
I can't believe you guys.
I wouldn't have left her.
I would have.
I would have.
No. Well,
Goodness.
Delilah, I guess you're
would've
lucky that you picked me because I'm apparently the only one who knows the right way to handle this.
Yeah,
DM, do we see the dolly?
It's okay to be suspicious and helpful.
Yeah, you guys see her doll. It's like a tiny little puppet.
That's a nice little doll there. It's cute,
thanks.
other than the knife hands, but
This
it's
is
still cute.
Dolly.
Nice to meet you, Dolly.
She protects me.
Well, that's good. It's always good to have.
Is
people
it
that
glowing?
protect you.
No, it's not glowing.
Is anything in this room now glowing?
Nope.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right. So Delilah,
Can I see the doll?
Mm-hmm.
I play around with the doll for a little bit.
there's karate chop action.
Then I get back to her. I'm exactly doing that, and then I show her that my hand does the same thing.
You probably should be careful with those knives.
Yeah. So Delilah, why don't you explain to all of us what it is that you need help with? Okay? If you're comfortable, that is. Don't mean to scare you. Just want to know how to help, okay?
Ifrin, can you give me a perception check, please?
Can do. Ooh, that's an 18.
Okay. So as Delilah starts to talk, you see a very faint light coming from her eyes. Very, very faint.
Ooh, what kind of glow is that? Can I kind of get like real up close to her as she's doing it, and make some sort of check? I don't know what I would do, but I think it's magic.
Oh, the king thought I did bad, but I didn't, and Dad didn't believe me, and so they were gonna put me in the furnace.
It's terrible.
What are you talking about, furnace?
Yeah.
It's
Ghosty.
It's the scary thing in town that has fire.
Ghost, do you know what this furnace is?
Oh, okay.
Would I know the furnace? Probably, since it's on my level. DM, would I know the furnace?
Yeah, you would. The furnace is usually where they burn scrap, and it's also where they burn prisoners. It's usually made a spectacle.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, the furnace usually just burns scrap, but when the King of Steam, catches a prisoner, they also get thrown in the furnace and it becomes a big spectacle.
That
Which,
sounds
Quincy's
awful.
eyes go wide.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, that sounds
What?
real bad.
"What barbaric hell is this place?"
welcome to the City of Gears.
How'd you get away, kid?
Dolly saved me, and then we went to a scary tunnel, and my brother was there, and I found this cloak, and it made me disappear so I could find help, because my brother is also stuck, and there's people looking for him because he's trying to I don't know the word. He's trying to
Leave?
no, he wants no more King of Steam.
Oh. No,
Assassinate.
he's starting a rebellion. Is that it?
I think
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
good job. Yeah,
Oh,
rebellion
okay.
is a tough word.
I don't know. Last time I
You're
met
not
him.
wrong there.
Well, how would you guys plan a rebellion? And first of
Guys,
all, we
before we
should
talk
probably-
about rebellion stuff, we can't really.
We should keep it for the bubble.
Yeah,
Bubble,
because
yeah.
right now we could be straight
Okay.
on. So let's not talk about that and continue asking her questions. Delilah, do you mind me asking you how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 3.5.
Well, you're pretty adventurous for 3.5. I give you that.
No, I'd rather be with a story.
What kind of story?
Well,
I got a few.
I always liked it when my brother Declan would read me stories about magic.
What kind of magic?
I don't have those kind of stories, but Ifrin over there has magic stories.
yeah, I'm
possibly.
sure Ifrin has lots of magic stories that would be appropriate for a 3.5-year-old.
I'm not
saying
saying
Ifrin.
that, but he
I'm
has
saying-
magic stories.
I'm trying to try.
You're giving me that look like I'm gonna be responsible either way.
Please?
Like,
I'll make it tasteful, but
appropriate is relative. She has a doll with knives for hands.
I would like to point out that I could
thank you, Im.
if you all would like, I could take Delilah to the room.
Yeah, I think maybe Aurora is the best person.
Lila
Give her
is
her
here's
dolly
Quin-
back, please, as well.
I definitely give her the doll back.
Delilah, this is
I would only
Aurora.
play with her for a few
Aurora,
minutes.
this is Delilah.
Hey,
So we should.
hello. I'll take her into the room for a bit, and you all can come up with a plan of what our next course of action is. And she takes Delilah off into another room, and it's you guys there with Shadow and Stella.
With the gear that Shadow brought from the man that he murdered, what is included in that gear? Like, obviously, it's the hands of the king
It's
gear.
it's the full leather armor, including the cowl and
Okay.
the and the mask, as
Is
well
it
as
also
as
the
well
weapon?
as- yes, it is. There was one pistol that Ifrin picked up and was playing with, and there was a what's it, basically a guitar that has two barrels on either side that can shoot slugs out of it as well.
Does it have a jetpack?
Wonderful.
No, this one does not.
Dad, why did you?
So, why do those weapons look weird?
Because this place is weird.
What's
I
up,
mean-
champ?
Why did you bring the full gear?
All right, kid. You know what I did, right? Why I had the skills that I do.
Yeah. You weren't.
This guy was already watching you. I needed to make sure that he didn't report anything. By bringing the gear in here, should one of your friends need to be able to scout for you or watch your guys' backs, they can travel across the rooftop in this gear.
Who does it look like the gear would fit?
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
It's probably about like 5'8" to 6'2", somewhere around there.
That
So literally
definitely
all of
won't
us?
fit me.
No, I'm too short for it.
Yeah, I'm too short for it too.
Oh.
Assassin Tig.
Probably about 5'8" to 6'2" and slender.
Not Tig.
Yeah, Ifrin starts putting gear on.
I'm sure the horns would be a giveaway.
Would it? Do you think it would
Yeah.
fit Quincy or
I
Ifrin?
mean,
I'm already
okay,
putting it on.
Ifrin's already
about
putting it
Lucette?
on.
Our
Yeah.
wizard. We're gonna give the wizard the gun?
No, I'm not
No.
giving the wizard the
No.
gun.
I was
Okay.
The
If-
wizard does not. Let's not give the
Ifrin-
wizard the gun.
I agree. Glissé might be the best one to wear that.
yeah.
Because if we give the armor, we have to give the gun, because if so, if
Yeah.
another assassin sees them in armor without their weapons.
Yeah.
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 Joseph, what did you do?
Very true.
It's
And
okay, because this armor is actually pretty heavy, and I
Okay,
can't really
yeah.
wear it anyway.
yeah,
All right.
Plus-
I'll wear
Typically
the
say.
armor. I'll wear the
Yeah.
armor.
All right, now
Tig's
is
gonna,
there
like-
another place that people can change so that we're just not standing here in the open?
Yeah. You got a bathroom anywhere?
Head
Not getting
upstairs.
naked in the living room.
down the hall to the left.
Because
I mean,
I've
it's all
done this in
feathers.
front of
It's all-
monks, but I don't think people want to see us to see them.
No.
No, it's
This is why you should be a sequel and not have genitals.
Hmm.
there you go. Problem solved. Just
I mean,
be a
it's
tree.
all feathers, okay? It's just all
You know
feathers.
what? I will say I miss Seeple, but sometimes it's like I can hear her voice.
You're
Hear
not
their
wrong.
voice.
That
All
was
right.
entertaining.
Now I guess it's time to get to business, and I look towards my dad. Can you can you get the blinds?
Can you get the point?
Yeah, sure.
Fancy automatic blinds.
I'm just gonna go into the bathroom and
I mean, I am in a poor person's house.
I'll go find a secluded space.
With which to change.
Listen, the bathroom's
which to
down the hall
change.
to the left. Last door on the
All right.
left.
All right, thank you. I shall go in there, come out.
I reach into Quincy's backpack. That's actually my backpack, and I pull out the map.
I give Ghost back his backpack.
Yeah, I give Quincy his backpack. So, this is the map to the King of Steam's place. Because we're gonna have to.
Part of me wonders where he got it, but I'm not gonna. That's
I
not
got
good.
it from a little gnome guy.
A no?
Yeah, no.
Ha! Okay.
I don't know the gnome you're talking about, but
I'm making a copy.
You were there. Never mind.
yeah, I know. And then I saw a blinding flash of light, and after I got my information, and now I don't remember what the guy looked like.
Oh, that's what that light did. Guess I was too far away.
So, Ghost, you were blinded by the light?
Yeah,
Just another groaner in the night.
I was like a runner in the night.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
I would like to leave. I would like to just get up and walk away. Y'all are insane.
I think
Right.
we've made two gigs.
Okay, so anyway,
So-
Every
we
damn
should be
day.
looking at this.
Back to business.
So,
So the information I've learned is that there's going to be
he has a 3-car garage.
4 friends.
2 3-car garages.
He has 2 3-car garages.
And a Porsche coacher.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ! Really?
It's the
What's a
Porsche
car? I know we have
I mean,
carriages.
I've heard
carts,
of
what-
them.
but what's a
it's
car?
ridiculous that he.
I haven't. I've lived on top of a mountain for 5 years.
And how do you know what a carriage is?
Because he
I've
saw him in
seen one.
Douglas.
Yeah, we also rode one.
We rode
So-
a wagon.
So this is where the thing that you need, Ghost, is.
Yeah, it's
Right.
somewhere in here.
Do you know where in the city this is?
They've got his
Yeah,
and
that's
hers
the,
bathrooms. That's amazing. What a great
It's not the
Why?
time, my friend.
Why would you have?
We can admire his
Why
floor
would you
plans
have
later.
2 different his and hers bathrooms? That's ridiculous.
Well, But you can tell that's a very big deck.
Just another needlessly gendered thing.
But there's
Anyway.
there's 3 rings, and the king lives in the highest ring.
All right.
I managed to figure out.
Do you think the king's compensating for something living that high?
I mean, possibly, but
Almost
that's not me for me to find out.
So this is in the highest ring.
Yep.
Great.
At the Checklight Lounge, we're gonna have some friends visiting, and I'm gonna put air quotes around friends. And I should probably wait for the bubble on this one, but we're already balls deep into this. So at the Checklight Lounge at 2:00 tomorrow, 4 of our friends will arrive.
All right.
We could do some work with them and try and plan further. There's 15 on the walls at all times, and the shift change is at 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. So we either have to strike at afternoon or at dawn, not dawn, but early morning.
Middle of the night. Yeah. Well.
So if we go to bed now, we can make it for that first shift change.
Well, we still have to tomorrow go get the stuff with which to accomplish the shift change.
That is true.
So we have basically the way that this sort of times out presently is we have tonight to rest and maybe in the morning figure out our explicit plan when we have the bubble. And then we can meet our friends at 2 p.m. and then either hit the shift change an hour later if we think that's smart, or hit the shift change in the morning.
It depends on what kind of distraction we might have. I mean, like, what if he's in the palace? Or
I have a idea for a distraction, and I don't want to talk about it.
We can go over
do the details in the bubble.
Well,
you can do the details in the bubble, but I have an idea for a distraction.
Do we know where everyone's gonna sleep tonight?
On the ground.
Yeah,
Oh, I can
bedroll, ground.
Yeah, they're on the ground, but well, I know there's chairs and stuff, but
we got the couch, we got the chair, we got another bedroom.
Raph's in my bed.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, we'll just make it work. Big sleepover.
Camp out in the...
It'll be fine.
Go grab all the blankets and pillows in the house and just start throwing them in the living room.
all of them.
We're gonna make a fort.
Leave them for silence.
You just tug the one out from underneath Ghost's mom.
Do
not steal the one from Ghost Mom.
I slap it for it and put it back. You fool! You took of a fool.
I make her float first, and I just remove all the blankets.
No. You put that back, friend.
No, you put that mother back.
Oh, you better put that back around. I'm gonna punch you.
I would not seriously do that.
We know. So, we've got Silence's leftover lasagna, and then the rest of the evening, and then tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Every day's a big day.
You're not
I'll
wrong.
sleep in a corner.
Tomorrow we're gonna go steal a flower from the most important man in the city. Right?
Yep.
You're goddamn right, and it's gonna be one hell of a story.
And then
If
after
we
that,
survive.
we're gonna go blow up a factory or something.
We will discuss that tomorrow in the bubble.
I actually had an idea for that. But
Technically, y'all don't know where we're blowing shit up because Vance told that to me quietly in my head. I'm the only person who knows what the distraction is.
Sorry,
You're good.
we're stealing a flower, and then we're gonna try and
Leave?
Wait, they said the King of Steam had the. Shouldn't we look for the shards in his
Yeah,
house?
we're also gonna be looking for the shards.
Okay, we're on it.
Yeah.
I know where they are,
Are
and
they
we
in
will
his house?
discuss it tomorrow in the bubble.
Fine.
Look, I just don't. We're planning on stealing from the most important person in this fucking city, and he's horrifying. the less likely he knows anything, it feels like, the better. I'm not trying to be sneaky. I'm just really trying to cover our asses.
Yeah, and you all need
understand.
to
In-
sleep,
in Captain.
Antigone.
Huh?
Can we hear
No.
that, or is that just
Nope,
No.
that's in my head.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was my dad for a second, and I got
You
so
made your-
fucking panicked. I was about to be like, since when did fucking my dad learn Take's name is Antigone? Like, hold the phone.
Okay. Yeah.
Tig does not respond to this. Tig is just sort of straight faced.
Right. We should all get some shut eye.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
Yeah, there's one thing I want to check first, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
need a
go ahead.
volunteer to come with me.
I'll go with you.
Oh,
And
Where
I
you
can go
going?
with.
Well, Well,
There's something
if-
I gotta go
if
look at.
anyone is gonna go with you, it should be Glisse, because they're the one in the disguise.
This is true because they
Yeah,
can
I
go
can
along
look
the
at
rooftops.
I
Well,
can look
that's
like
what
I'm
I'm saying.
escorting you,
If
too.
Glisse goes on the roofs and we walk on the road,
Okay.
We shouldn't.
We don't need a big group. This is already so sketchy. I think it makes more sense for most of us to stay. Ghost is from here. I trust him. Glisse has the costume and is sneaky. I
And the
trust
weapons.
him, and she's got the gun and the other gun. Tig is like, Glisse, do you know how to shoot that thing? Like,
Yeah, I was just about to ask you if I could get some tips and tricks.
yeah, Tig, and I assume
Yeah.
also Quincy, gives Glisse a rundown on how to operate firearms.
Yeah. It,
The only thing I know is that you put your finger in and on the trigger
no,
while
no,
you're
no,
waiting.
no, no, no,
No, no. You do not do that. You explicitly don't do that. You only have your finger on the trigger when you intend to fire.
And that was a PSA for all of our listeners who may not know that.
Good gun safety tips with Tig and
Yes.
Quincy.
Also, don't carry a loaded firearm or shoot a firearm in a 2-story building at the roof.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, don't carry a loaded firearm into a school.
Don't carry
Don't
a
do
firearm,
that.
period.
Agreed.
Definitely don't do
Let's-
that one.
Let's just say that.
Just school. So Tig gives Glisse, like, I don't think this would grant you proficiency in any regard, but it's at least like you now know how to operate it. There you go.
Excellent.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
assuming aim is going to be similar to a crossbow bolt. Or
Close
have-
enough. Close
similar
enough
to
that
a
it should be
crossbow.
good enough for government work,
Only much
Yeah.
more powerful.
for sure. So
I'm gonna roll
Close
up
enough
the
for
map.
jazz. Okay.
I'm gonna roll up the map. Give it to Tig,
Tig puts in her backpack.
and then do I have a back
Here
door?
So I can study it a little bit before you put it away.
Oh yeah, then
Yeah.
I won't put it away. I'll let look it over for sure.
Thanks.
Does my house have a back door?
I did
And they
post a
posted-
picture of your house.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm trying to figure out where the back door is.
It has a sliding glass door in the back.
All right, cool. I'm gonna send Glisse out through the sliding glass door,
I'm going to get on the roof. On the roof.
Okay.
and then I'm going to walk out through the front door, still as a dwarf, and I'm going to go to the trash or the garbage my dad was sitting on and take a look inside.
I will follow.
You take a look inside and you see a really pale-looking guy, dark hair, these kind of like really dark eyes, and throat just completely slit open.
It's not my dad, is it?
Nope, buck naked too.
All right, I'm gonna just double checking. I'm assuming my dad doesn't have any like birthmarks or anything.
No.
All right, I'm gonna make my way back to the house and signal for Glisse to come back.
All right, and then I will follow him.
And during that time, Aurora's gonna come out from the room and kind of grab your arm, Quincy, to try to get your attention. Quincy. Delilah fell asleep. She needed to tell you something. She was talking about her brother and a couple of other like-minded individuals pinned down forces of the King of Steam, it sounds
Where
like.
exactly?
Near the southern wall in the Undercity.
Right now?
What it sounds like, it just sounds like they're unable to leave. But I feel like we should at least make a plan to help them somehow.
Do you think immediate action is required, or do you think a plan?
Well, if this is a force that's pinned them down, I feel like a plan would be better off than rushing in.
Right.
Especially, it sounds like they are at least in cover right now.
So we do have some time. Okay, we'll definitely talk about this when we get our bubble up.
Yeah. I need to get some
sleep.
So,
yeah?
Quincy, how do you do it?
What exactly?
How are you still so strong after everything that you...
Well, I mean, I had a talk with Raph about strength versus power and all that. But I guess to sum up where I myself draw strength, this might sound a little cliche, but mainly three things. I have faith in my abilities and in my and in the things I believe. I think most of all, I have hope. I know that things can be better, so I keep trying. Even when things look like we're never gonna get any better. And I do have love. Not just of Jolene, though. That's probably the biggest one. And these things, I feel like they're the things that give people strength. And as for me, well, I believe that they don't leave a person truly until you choose to let them. So, I guess it's just a choice to not give up hope. Sounds silly and all that.
But, how do you still, like, if say someone was broken and didn't know how to fix it and just wanted to be strong because they didn't have a reason to be sad or weak right now. It didn't make sense. How do you stay strong even if you feel weak?
Well, I would say that our emotions rarely give us a reason as to why they show up. They just do. And as for how to stay strong when you feel weak, well, as paradoxical as it sounds, sometimes when you lean on other people, even people struggling with a lot themselves, the load becomes lighter for the both of you. I guess what I mean by that is if there were someone who felt like they needed some form of strength, needed a friend that they can count on, well, I'd be happy to oblige.
Aurora just kind of gives you a hug. Thank you. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'm gonna go and keep an eye on Delilah. Just let me know if you need anything.
I will. Does she look familiar to you somehow? I get a vague feeling, but I can't place it.
Yeah, she does. I just not sure.
Well, one thing's for sure. Just based on what she said alone, I'm ready to shoot the king right in his stupid face.
What kind of father would allow that to happen to his child?
I wouldn't if they were my child, that's for sure.
It's sleep, Quincy, okay?
I think they do want to briefly check on, like, how Raph is doing.
if you're gonna go check on Raph, Tig would follow you because she gave Raph the jeweler's loop because she knew that Ghost was trying to get Raph to read the contract. And since Raph is sleeping, Tig is gonna try and translate via the book.
I guess since they're both standing near Raph, as Quincy's kind of looking him over, without like turning to look at Tig, he says, I'm not gonna ask you if you're okay, because I know you're gonna lie to me. So instead, I'm gonna ask you what's wrong. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I learned, can you repeat that, DM? Because I didn't catch it.
I think you can trust him.
Yeah. I learned where the gun is from.
Oh?
And how it got to my family. And it's some fucking time bullshit.
Oh gosh.
Again.
Our group has so much random time nonsense. It's
You in particular, hun. The gun is originally from Alteris. Ro is from Alteris.
Yeah.
And it was purchased in Alteris
by my father.
By your dad. And then at some point your dad sold it to my great grandmother.
Quincy tilts his head like he's trying to do the math in his head, and he's like, I don't. Ah, gosh. What is yeah.
That math done.
You're like
check out.
Down a gallon of absinthe or something. I don't. Oh my gosh, Jord, what are you doing, buddy? Oh,
it's so I don't know why your dad bought it. I don't know why your dad sold it to Rodantha. But it was your gun first.
You can go ahead and keep it.
Say, do you think I could get out and stretch my legs for a little bit?
Quincy, if I show you something, you can't get mad at me.
I cannot promise you how. But I will say this. I cannot promise you what emotions I will feel, but I can promise you that I will do my best to remain calm and not act upon whatever emotions may come.
All right.
Do I have your consent then?
Yeah.
Thank you. And black smoke spews out of Ro.
Mm-hmm.
And there, standing in front of you, is a pale man with black hair with a singular red bang in front. He's black eyes with yellow irises and a horizontal black pupil cutting across. Gloved hands and wearing a regal-looking maroon and black suit. Good to meet you.
Yeah, Quincy H. Elias. Your name is?
My name is Vanth.
Vanth. Quincy just pinches the bridge of his nose. And he's like, what is it with all these evil weapons coming out, tempting my friends?
I'm sorry. Did I do something evil?
I mean,
Antigone?
look, you have a whole vibe, okay?
Look, that's profiling.
You know what, Tig? You're right. That's on me. I just, when I see, smoke coming out of a weapon and turning into a person, I don't exactly assume the best. I'll admit that's a flaw within my character, apparently.
How should I have appeared out of row in a way that made you trust me with sparkles
That
and
would be
unicorns?
even more suspicious.
You understand
Yeah,
the dilemma
I suppose. It's just... You gotta understand you're a lot. You're a lot to just...
then. Oh, I definitely understand that I'm a little bit much to handle.
I mean... Well, okay, I guess I will say, so far, you don't seem as evil as this idiot, and he just sort of clangs the evil dark sword that he has in his backpack. Don't seem as bad as this one, anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try.
So you're the spirit of the gun.
In a way, I'm most of its power source.
And my father purchased you, and then sold you off?
That's correct.
This is gonna be a weird question. Was there some kind of strange shift in his personality between when he bought you and when he sold you?
Yes.
How would you describe it?
I regret to inform you that in a scuffle between Professor Reese Cadigan and my former master, Jonathan Elias, Professor Cadigan got hold of me and fired a shot at your father's head, rebuilt a new body for him, gave him his things back, and sent him home.
Quincy...
With explicit instructions to sell me before he reached home. It wasn't long after that
You ended up at Laracus, Curios, and Armaments. Didn't explain the timeline shift, but here we are.
I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
No, it's... I suspected he was dead for some time, but... I guess it is a little bit different now that you can put a face and a name to it, isn't it? Like before it was just a void, and now it's a fire. And Quincy, takes a deep breath. Okay, Egg, thank you for trusting me and showing me. I appreciate it. And
please don't tell anyone else.
You just now noticed that Aurora's been in this room this entire time, and she's just had a mouth like a fork full of lasagna up to her mouth the whole time.
Aurora, this is the lasagna trio. We are... What happened in this room stays between the three of us, okay?
The sequel to the pastry quintet.
She just kind of nods her head while holding the lasagna right there by her mouth.
Okay. Finish the lasagna. You're so thin. You should be eating more. I'm not trying to body shame. I'm just worried about your health.
Tig looks ill. This is all just so much constantly right now. She looks ill.
Tig, Quincy kind of puts a hand on her shoulder. I guess... Yeah, I guess he can. He's tall enough for that. Yeah.
He can reach.
Still my friend, okay? If there's anything else you want to talk to me about, any fears or concerns or anything, you just let me know, okay?
I know. I know.
This is all a lot, and I understand how this might throw y'all for a loop, but one of the most intelligent people I know, right? You got a good head on your shoulders. You just need to use it. But don't be afraid to rely on me or any other member of the Andromeda. Okay? We're a team. You're our leader, but we're a team. We work through stuff together.
I'm here for you as well,
I
Antigone.
understand how that's a little less comforting.
Yeah.
Why is it less comforting?
You know what? If it's lost on you, I'm not gonna explain it.
Yeah. Tig is gonna just sort of go back to looking for the jeweler's loop.
He had it right here.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out for
Yeah.
Ghost.
Tig? Quincy kind of tippy toes and gives Tig a hug.
Tig gives Quincy a hug back.
And then pats her back to signal the hug is over and says, "Not alone."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Quincy will just kind of pull up a chair next to Raph's sleeping body and make sure that Raph is okay. And then
That's
probably
fine.
go to sleep there. Yeah, just in the chair.
In the chair. Tig is gonna sort of gesture to Vanth to like get back in the gun.
All right. And he turns back into black smoke and goes back into row.
And she's gonna go to the kitchen and just sit and use the jeweler's loop and the book of Abyssal and sort of just take the time to try and decipher the contract that Ghost has.
And as you start doing that, you hear, I could help with that if you want.
Yes, please.
And your eyes feel black and smoky as all of the words lift off the page and shuffle into common.
What's it say?
Well, the entirety of the contract states that any entity tethered by mortality to the entity that signed the contract is bound by said contract. It also says that the command word for aftercut is mirror.
Is mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Tig makes a mental note of that, and then when she gets a chance to like flag over Ghost, it's like, so I was able to decipher this. Basically, you're fucked.
Yeah,
but
I kind of figured that.
the part that I think you're going to enjoy is that the command word for that nifty little sword you got there is a mirror. So do with that what you wish. And she'll hand the contract back to Ghost.
Did it say anything about how to get out? Like any of the terms and conditions? Or...
Did it say anything about how to get out?
That the contract remains for 30 years or until a zero balance is carried for 1 full year.
Tig relays that information. So like I said, you're fucked.
Yep. Actually, maybe I can, And Ghost is gonna walk away.
No one get
Thank you,
any
Tig.
more.
You're welcome.
No one get any more fucking credit cards.
Please, for the love of
I
God.
can't
Gonna
deal
go
with the
sleep in this
stress.
corner now.
I cannot.
Rover just
Oh
kind of
my
curls
gosh.
up in a little ball, starts snore giggling.
DM, can I now permanently read Abyssal?
No.
It's just
Vance,
when I get help thing.
Vance can comprehend languages for you.
Great. Wonderful.
I'm sorry, I can't read this. Let me pull out my gun.
Not reading gun.
My reading gun.
Good. You've heard of reading glasses. Now get ready for a reading
For
gun.
a reading gun.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, here.
Tig is gonna just go find a spot to just sort of sit and
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone gets settled in for the night. Does anyone do anything else tonight before the morning?
I would like to attune to the cloak.
Okay. Do you know how?
Well, I'm assuming. Can I make an Arcana check? Because the other assumption I would have is I just wear it for a while.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
21.
Yeah, you just need to wear it for a while.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to take the ammunition out of my gun, but keep it in its own separate container.
Okay.
And then I'd like to maybe get some help from Tig or Quincy on how to break it down and then put it
Tig
back
will show you.
together.
Yeah. Tig will show you how to disassemble and reassemble it.
Yeah.
So, Stella kind of comes up to you, Ghost. Hey, I know when you get a chance to talk much.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking care of my parents while I was out.
Yeah, of course. Is everything okay? You seem on edge, like a lot more than I anticipated.
Well, my my mom's kind of dying. My dad, I knew he was a thief, but I didn't know he was a super thief / assassin because I went back to the garbage can just to cover tracks and well, I found the Alterous assassin. On top of that, I have to go to a friend's house. I'm gonna put air quotes around this and pick up something that doesn't even belong to me. On top of that, I have a memory problem that got me 14,000 gold into credit card debt.
Oh, that does put a damper on things.
Sorry to unload, but I'm just...
Hey, no, it's okay. I wish I knew how to help better. All I know how to really do is, all I really know how to do is take care of people.
Well, talking like this, it definitely helps.
Yeah. Well, I am glad you're here, Ghost. It's a tough time for the city right now. It's this absolutely horrendous rebellion, and I really hope that everything works out and that we get the chance to build again the right way.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing the city struggling as much as it is, and you know, when you find out that prisoners get thrown into a furnace, that definitely doesn't make the place a lovable location, you know? It's not a dream home. I don't know who would want a vacation here.
Yeah. How is it?
Hmm?
How is it on the outside?
It's lovely. There's a lot open space. It's nice not having, I guess, authority in a sense, consistently breathing down your neck. All the places I've seen, all the experiences I have, all the people I've met, it's all been unique and something I will most definitely cherish. And maybe once this is all said and done, I could take you outside for that date that I owe you.
I mean, I was just trying to get you to laugh. I didn't expect you to. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, you did save my life, so I mean, I might as well return the favor and at least complete your request. I'll also pay, of course. You know, the gentleman way.
As long as I can drive.
Of course.
Ghost, I have one more request.
What's up?
Do you know how I know you?
I know we ran into each other. I know you helped me break into the mines the first time to escape.
But do you know why I was there?
I don't, but I know you're working for a special fellow, my friend's dad.
My mom sent me to help you get out of the city.
Who's your mom?
I think you know.
Do I know?
It's what she says to you, but
Can I make a history check?
yeah, make an insight check.
Because Mike is dumb. You said what was the check? I'm sorry.
Insight.
19. The digital dice are back, baby.
You can see she's kind of smiling at you. You can see the same shape of the eyes, the same colorization of the eyes, strictly in the eyes of your old mentor.
Arson's your mom?
There it is. She didn't say that you were the brightest, but
Yeah, that tends to show sometimes.
yeah, Arson's my mom.
I don't know why she never told me.
Well, because I wasn't allowed to be around her. My dad made sure that didn't happen. But if this all goes according to plan, we'll have the chance to save her, save your mom, and help this rebellion along.
Get ready for dumb question 2, Electric Boogaloo. Who's the dad?
Think about the worst possible case scenario for who my dad could be.
It's Riss, isn't it? Or the King of Steam.
Oh, I guess no. I guess not the worst. The third worst, then.
Is it the Professor?
Ding, ding, ding.
You're Professor Kazanjan and Arson's daughter.
There it is.
Oh no!
I don't know. I feel like you earned the title of her most intelligent student.
Oh Jesus! And I'm just gonna put my head or my hands in my head, or head and hands on. That's something. When did this happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there. All I know is that my dad didn't want me around her, and when I did find her, I realized how bad my dad and the work that him and Professor Cadigan were doing together was just awful, awful stuff. So I used my position there to pass along information to the rebellion, and I've been doing so ever since. I feel like my cover is going to be blown any day now.
We can try our best to help keep you disguised as long as needed. Oh man. Oh.
I know it's a lot. Well, I mean, if it all goes according to plan, you won't have to deal with meeting my dad after we kill him. So
Yeah, saving my mom and what was gonna be your mom, but I'm assuming her and Kazanjan are a couple?
no, they're not. Matter of fact, he's been keeping her prisoner for a while now.
Alright. So a fun fact, I can probably get your mom out, but it's gonna be a little bit rough.
I'll help in any way I can. Anything you guys need.
You wouldn't happen to know where a second hibernation belladonna would be, right?
No, the only one I know of is.
And this is gonna be a lot tougher than I thought.
I do know that there was an attempt on his life yesterday.
Made by who?
Some Warforged. A couple of them. I guess the hands were saying that they malfunctioned. Started going on and on about something, but if I'm being honest, I feel like they were probably just as fed up with everything else as the rest of the city. Just had the guts to go through with it. But it backfired. They both died. At least that's what I know.
It looks like we got a lot of planning we have to do, and then Ghost realizing he's still like a dwarf, he's gonna turn back into his fox form in the house.
You know, that'll never get old.
It's my handy disguise kit. But
you gonna get some sleep for the night?
Yeah, I want to stay up a little bit longer and just keep an eye on things.
Do you want me to keep you company?
If you'd like to, I'm not gonna force you.
Of course, I'd like to. And she just kind of sits next to you and pulls out a harmonica and starts to play softly. And with that, we will cut over to Alabaster, out in the woods with Sepal and Cadmus.
Are these mushrooms edible?
People's gonna kneel down and have a look. What are their color?
They're dark purple, almost black.
Steeple's gonna look through their notes and be like, I don't really see those back home. Only one way to find out. And then, and she gulped one up.
It's a bit rancid. And you kind of look around, and you see these weird green lines everywhere.
Do I feel bad?
No, you don't feel bad. You just see these weird green lines that are like in the ground, and they're all pointing towards one central spot deeper in the woods.
Hey, Cadmus. Seems like these are edible. But you will see green lines. But we gotta follow them, so you gotta eat one. Don't worry. I got you.
Oh, that's a fun. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
He scoops up the whole cluster and pops them in his mouth.
What a mad lad. Come on, let's go, Cadmus.
Alright, I'm coming.
And you follow the green lines through the jungle, through the forest, and you head further in, and as you get towards where the green lines converge, you see that there is this old, very, very old, decrepit-looking archway. Stones stacked jaggedly all the way over. Moss growing and vines wrapping it all together. Looks like the greenery is what's holding it together. And near the front of the archway, you see a small hole in the ground, pitch black inside of it. This hole is about only a foot wide.
With these mushrooms, do I see anything in the archway itself?
Do you what?
Do I see anything in the archway itself? Is there like any shimmering light or anything?
No, it's just an empty archway.
Do I see any light coming from the hole?
No, it's just pitch black.
Hey, Cadmus.
Yeah.
Should we go into the hole? I can't see much in there.
I don't feel like we'd fit in the hole, but...
And he puts his whole hand down in there.
Okay, Cadmus, be careful. As soon as you feel something bite you, get your hand out of there.
Okay, there's a twig. What do you call a baby tree?
A sapling.
Yeah, one of those. It's just like in the ground.
Okay.
And he pulls his hand out.
Does he bring the sapling out with his hand?
No, he does not.
People's gonna put their hands in and see if they can feel like for a leaf or for a bit of dead branch that they can take out to try and identify the plant.
So reach in and you feel the sapling, and it is vibrantly alive, almost like on the edge of pure life. You haven't felt nature magic like that since you were back home.
Okay, Cadmus?
Yeah.
This is impressive stuff. That sapling is powerful. We aren't allowed to touch it, because we don't want to kill it, but let's dig this hole bigger, okay?
Okay.
He starts digging through the dirt.
Yeah, and people use their branch hands to help with the digging.
As you both kind of uncover the dirt, you see a very tiny pine sapling at the bottom of it. Very beautiful, very vibrant in terms of color, and you can see it's pulsating with that same green energy.
Steeple's gonna put one hand on the sapling very gently and just make a quick prayer to the roots, seeking knowledge and awareness and guidance for the next step. Should I make a religion check?
You make a percentage roll.
Percentage roll? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
76.
Okay. The sapling erupts from the ground into full-fledged tree, shooting higher and higher and higher. And as it fully sprouts, you can see on the other side the archway now has this green shimmering energy in the middle of the archway. The tree itself taking up this now massively 60-foot wide view in front of you.
Sibyl's gonna make a note in the book and be like, whoa, this is insane. And with that, Sibyl like, hey Cadmus, let's hop in, see what happens.
What happened to the tree? Oh, we're going? Okay.
Yeah, well, that sapling was very powerful, so I made a quick prayer to the root. Great guy, great god, love him to bits. He's amazing. Anyways, and I'm presumably his power channeled through me, because that's how I made the tree grow a bunch and activate this portal. Yeah, let's hop in.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like fun.
For sure.
And you two hop through the portal. And with that, we will cut back over to Alteris. You all are resting for the night. Is anyone awake? Not sleeping?
Probably myself.
And me, because I'm still kind of keeping watch a little bit.
What time? Like, how late is it?
That's also a good question.
Yes, very good question.
Because the answer is maybe.
It's currently about 11 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah,
I think
totally
Tig is
awake.
still up.
Yeah, Ghost is still up.
Trover sits up, quickly shakes his head, and then falls back on the floor.
Okay. For those of you still awake, you see Delilah come out of the room holding Dolly. And just kind of rubs her eyes and looks around.
Hi there, Sweet Pea. What's wrong?
I miss my brothers.
Yeah. That's understandable. I'm sure you do. But we'll try and get you back to them in the morning.
Okay.
I think Quincy kinda was nodding off to sleep, but then hears her and gets up. Oh, hey there. Having trouble falling asleep?
I just miss my brothers.
I guess Quincy will try to offer her like a hug if she wants it.
Notice that she kind of winces and steps
I'm
backwards.
not gonna hurt you. I was just offering it. Sorry.
You know where your brothers are? A little bit?
Delian's trapped,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't seen Declan since I left my house. And my sister Damaris has been gone a long time.
Oh. Was that name mentioned in the Journal of Note Sharing?
I think it is mentioned in the Journal of Note Sharing.
Oh goodness.
I think we know who Damaris is.
Damaris?
Yeah, it's my sister.
I think Quincy will motion for Tig to pull out the
book. Yeah. Tig is flipping to the page where Drian sort of left the information about his sister Damaris.
We one of our
friends knows Damaris.
Met her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
sister's
yeah.
okay?
It says here
Yeah,
she
she's
found
good.
she found another brother of yours.
No, Delian and Declan have been here. Damaris left before.
An
even older brother.
The oldest.
Older
brother,
than
it
Damaris.
seems like.
Wow, so like the auspicious who delivers presents?
Kind of.
Kinda?
Like big with the white beard and
that
everything?
old. No, I don't think they're that old.
Yeah, no.
Not that old. They're just older than your sister and your other two brothers.
Yeah, I actually met his eldest sibling too. They were very quiet, but they were very, very intelligent, and they were very polite.
Very polite.
What about my dad?
With what we can put together, it's Reese Cadigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to go back to your dad if you don't want to.
my dad would make it so I didn't shock anybody.
Well,
And then if the shocks get too bad, then I
Hey.
hurt someone.
my friend Drian, he talked about this kind of thing too. He has shocks too. And you know what? Do you wanna try to talk to Drian? This here is a magic notebook. Whatever we write in it shows up in a notebook that Drian has. If you want, you can ask them about the shocking. Maybe they can help you.
Do your other siblings have the shocks too?
We all have different.
Mm.
Mine's in my fingers.
Do you know how to write?
And see, she's 3.
Yep, she's 3.
I can make a square.
You know what?
You
Why
can draw
don't
a square.
I help you write to them. Okay?
Okay.
I guess Quincy will take them back to bed. Lie her down, and then he will take out the journal of note sharing and say, just tell me whatever it is you want me to write.
My name's Delilah. I am 3.5, and I shock people with my fingers. Quincy says you are like the auspicious and old, but my brother. How do I not hurt friends? From Delilah, 3.5.
And there we go. And I'll let you know as soon as they respond back, okay?
Okay.
So, you say that you like to hear stories before you go to bed?
Yeah.
You like magic. Can Quincy try, like, rack his brain and remember if there's, like, some kind of story with the auspicious or some other, like, very magical bedtime story he can think of?
Your dad told you stories of accounting.
Gosh.
He would literally balance the books out loud and put you to sleep every time.
Works every
I
time.
mean, I can try and do a story
yeah.
if you'd like.
Can also do a story of my dad.
I was told a lot of stories as a
Yeah.
kid.
That'd be lovely. And then Quincy
One
thinks...
moment, let me.
She's just kind of holding her doll there.
I have to
Quincy
rack my
thinks to
brain real
himself,
quick, okay?
You know what? I need to look at children's books when I get back.
One moment, as I have to think. Just think real hard, and real. One moment, I gotta. Okay. All right. Are you comfortable, Delilah?
Huh? Dolly and I are listening.
There was long ago, my child, a world of wonder, where the elephants and the giraffes would prance about and make cake and be all sorts of fun. Now these elephants and giraffes, they were good friends, child, much like the kitty cat and the puppy dog do like each other, but sometimes hate each other. So too would the elephants and the giraffes. There was another animal long ago, my child, make sure you're listening, that both the elephants and the giraffes would stay away from, and it was the tarantula. The tarantula, with its hairy 8 legs and orange stripes like the taigi and 8 eyes to match each of its hairy 8 legs, and its little hidey hole in the clay earth, would prance about and make cake and be all sorts of fun, just like the elephants and the giraffes, but to spite them. When the elephant made chocolate cake for the giraffe, the tarantula would make barcrunkle pie, and when the giraffe taught a tango to the elephant, the tarantula would teach a duck dance. Now the elephants and the giraffes were always afraid of the tarantula, but they harbored any ill will towards the animal. But they did not harbor any ill will towards the animal, so they came up with a plan to help the tarantula become a friend. They set up a little party with all the great beasts of long ago, the taigi, the lion, the monkeys and the toucans, The kitty cats and the puppy dogs, the ducks, and my child, the very first humans, the great apes. And of course, the giraffes and the elephants. They decorated the party with spider webs and set out chocolate cakes and percrunkle pie and taught the animals tango, and ducks taught their own dance. And when the tarantula arrived, he arrived wanting to trick all of the animals, and so he did not arrive at all. The elephants and the giraffes went to the hidey hole in the clay earth and urged the tarantula to come out. "We have a party for you," said the elephant. "It's got percrunkle pie and duck dance and spider webs for you to rest upon," said the giraffe. Though sad, the tarantula was convinced, and what happens next, Delilah, is nothing short of a miracle. The tarantula had fun. He was sad, Delilah, because only he liked his percrunkle pie and duck dance, and his hairy 8 legs and 8 eyes were scary to other people. The tarantula, now sad in his hidey hole in the clay earth, said if no one liked him, then he would be hated. But he was not happy being hated. He wanted to be loved. Every animal, small like the duck, or big like the elephant and the giraffe, wants to be loved. So the tarantula went to the party and had a grand old time, doing the duck dance and partaking in percrunkle pie, and swinging on spider webs, and all the animals, from the ducks and the kitty cats and puppy dogs, the great apes and the tiger and the leon, and in between the monkeys and the toucans, and of course the giraffes and the elephants, got to learn the ways of the tarantula and understood their small friend better than ever before.
Why was everyone scared of the tarantula?
Because he wanted them to be afraid of him. But the tarantula didn't really want people to be afraid of him. He just wanted attention. So instead of giving him hate, they showed him love. And that he didn't need to be anybody other than himself to be loved.
Was there an animal at the party who everyone was scared of, and the animal just wanted to be loved?
Yeah, that was the tarantula.
You see Delilah just kind of look, trying to puzzle this whole thing together.
Okay.
And she kind of just lays there, cuddles up with her doll, and closes her eyes.
That was very beautiful, Glisse.
Thank you. It was probably only the nicest thing the sanctuary taught me.
I'm starting to like...
Admittedly.
I was just gonna say, I'm starting to like this tarantula too. And he kind of pats your shoulder.
You see the briefest glint of water on the waterline in Glisse's eyes, and then it just goes away.
The moment is ruined by Aurora snoring in the corner, in the chair.
How does a woman so small have snores so big?
Yeah.
It boggles the mind, truly. She's gotta have, like, sleep apnea or something. My goodness.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can we prop her up a little bit?
we just try to prop up Aurora.
When Brother Hammond used to do that, you pinched his nose.
See, now that's gonna cause her to die.
No, you don't pinch it hard. You just pinch both sides softly, and it readjusts.
Let's set her up against the wall or something.
I heard snoring, so
yeah. You have very unique snoring, Trover.
I don't snore. I don't know what you're talking about.
You giggle in your sleep, dude.
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna head on to bed. Good night, Glisse.
Good night, Quincy. I'll stay up a little while to. Yeah, I'll stay up a little while to make sure everyone's. I don't need much sleep. I'm descended from birds, so we just kind of deal.
Just don't go without sleep, okay? We need you at your best.
Certainly try.
And Quincy will kind of head on back, try to go to sleep.
Everyone else kind of heads off to bed. Ghost, you've fallen completely asleep after the events of today. The house is quiet. Lisa, you're sitting at the table, flipping through your deck. Everyone else in the house is fully asleep. What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna start to play a game of solitaire with the deck.
Okay. As you start flipping the cards out, you see the images of faces that you have remembered, some that you've completely forgotten, a variety. As you start laying them out, until you get to the most recent card, most recent addition to your deck, and you lay it down. The house is quiet, save for the occasional interruption from a chuckling, snoring Trover or a very deeply and loudly snoring Aurora. As you sit quietly play solitaire, you see M fast asleep on the floor. You see Tig laid out, sitting in a chair originally, just face on the table, asleep. You see Silence leaned up against a chair near the door to her room. You see Shadow there, asleep next to her, just kind of holding her hand. You see Ghost completely passed out, caked back, sleeping somewhat restlessly. You see Raph sleep in the bed. You see Aurora, head tilted back in the chair, snoring loudly. You see Stella sleeping next to Ghost, kind of curled up in the chair. You see Quincy asleep in the chair next to sleeping little Delilah. And it's completely quiet and still. Starting to feel a little bit tired yourself. A little bit wore from all the travels you've gotten to this point. What would you like to do?
Do I notice anyone stirring at all?
No, not right now.
I think I'm gonna look to the card, then stare into the ceiling, look back at the card, and finish the game. It's not time. Not yet.
You wrap up your game, able to scoop all the cards away. Clean game, single card left on. As your body starts to catch up, exhaustion starting to overtake you.
I'd like to make sure that card deck is secured.
But you gotta give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, baby. Oh, goodness. 13.
You secret it away amongst all of your rest of your... Do you head to go lay down?
Yeah. I go lay down.
As you head to lay down, get some sleep. You'll rest quietly and peacefully, with nothing to interrupt your sleep. And you all wake the next morning completely and fully rested. Probably the best night's sleep that you've had since you left Douglas. What do y'all do?
I guess Quincy will start making breakfast for everyone.
Leftover
we still have
lasagna, anyone?
leftover lasagna, I guess. I guess we'll go with that.
Oh, that lasagna was good, but I don't think I want it for breakfast.
What's wrong with a breakfast lasagna?
Yeah.
I'm drinking alcohol in the morning, and you want me to eat cheese with alcohol.
Why is
You
this?
Isn't that a classic combination?
Egg lasagna.
Quincy, you see Silence come out of the bedroom like hobbling very slowly along as she tries to shoo you away from the kitchen.
Mom, go sit down.
No,
ma'am,
I'm making breakfast.
Mom,
respectfully,
go sit down.
You're very sick. You shouldn't be up.
Respectfully, don't.
Go sit your ass down.
She looks you directly over, and you see her eyes just glint like flashed steel.
Ma'am, would you like some
And
help
she says,
in the kitchen?
"I'm making breakfast."
Not on my watch.
She's gonna make an intimidation check against you.
Can I give Quincy the help action of just like standing behind him?
I'm also helping Quincy not get intimidated by my mom by telling her to go sit down.
This tiny, very ill woman.
Okay.
No, wisdom saving throw. Go ahead.
Wisdom saving.
I hope you lose to this small, sick woman.
It would be pretty funny.
Ah, damn.
Darn.
Nope, what the heck? Alright, I gotta roll physical die because
Okay.
the D&D Beyond's being weird.
Ain't that the way?
The classic D&D Beyond failure.
Oh,
That'll be a 17 plus
23,
6.
she
so
beats
is
me.
that
Ooh.
That gets over.
23.
Why does my mom have a plus
She's a
6?
mom.
Because she's a
She's a
mother.
mom.
That's fair.
She is
Guys,
mother.
Yeah,
I think we
okay,
should let her cook.
yeah.
That's terrifying.
I refuse.
I will.
My
I will
mom-
offer a hand to help.
Ghost,
Oh.
I don't think it's time to argue.
Well, Ghost, you can set the table.
Or you sit down and I take care of breakfast and set the table.
So
M's
You
gonna
guys
sort
are-
of like.
Ghost,
Just-
if I'm gonna die tomorrow, I don't want it to be stuck in bed all day.
Well, fun fact, you're not gonna die tomorrow, not over my watch. And just go sit down at the table, Mom. I got it.
M's
You know what
just gonna
happened last
start
time I made you
looking-
let you cook breakfast? Do you know what happened? Remember what
Mom.
happened?
Mom, I was 16.
I could always help you cook if you want. Like hold whatever you need hold, and Ghost, you can do the table stuff. That way somebody's in there to help.
Don't worry, Trevor, I got it. I'm gonna go set the table real quick and then come back into the kitchen to help Mom cook.
Yeah, there's some dough for biscuits in the icebox. I'm going to make some bacon and eggs.
One of our compatriots, and I point over towards Tig, is vegetarian.
I will eat the eggs, but I will not touch the bacon.
I can.
I will eat Tig's portion of bacon plus some more.
Potatoes?
Great. Bacon is
You know,
one.
Potatoes?
Yeah, I can help make potatoes.
Don't feel like you have to make anything special.
No, of course I'm going to do it. It's just fine. Right. And she pulls out some potatoes and starts cutting away. You see her just absolutely like chop really quickly, dice a potato completely in like 2 seconds.
Damn.
Right?
As Ghost and Silence are making breakfast, and Shadow is currently outside. From what you can tell, on the back of the house, currently chopping wood. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I guess I'll
as this is
check
going
in on Delilah. And well, first I'll check on Raph because I woke up next. Does Raph still seem to be out of it?
Yeah, Raph still seems to be out of it.
Okay, that's very concerning. They will go check on Delilah now.
I think I'll also join him on checking in on Delilah.
Okay.
Tig is fake reading the Abyssal book and having a whole ass conversation with Vanth in her head.
So, have you got any plans after this?
Oh my god.
You know the plans that we do have presently, that we are gonna do the smart thing and split the party.
I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of the blueprints,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just saying, I think that if I drew out these blueprints, that you might be able to make something of.
Yeah, that will be wonderful. And Tig is gonna pull out some paper and start doodling.
Could start a business together.
Yeah, that sounds great, hon.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna have him tell her the floor plan. And then once she's done with that, she's gonna be like, Vanth,
Yes.
what can you tell me about the judge and the slaver?
Well, I can tell you that, like most Palinir, they're vastly misunderstood. As you have seen, even the most trustworthy of people view us demons as evil. No
Makes
matter
no
what.
makes no goddamn sense. The Quiet's the fucking progenitor god.
I don't understand it either. What I can tell you about the slaver is that they represent the chains that bind. They represent servitude, they represent slavery, but they represent multifaceted sides of it. The strife to be free, the desire to break free of the chains just as much as the cruelty in chaining someone in the not fun way. Of course.
Yes, the not fun way. And the judge?
The judge is Prince of Order and the law. He is what most of the tales and fables of the noble are truly about, not how the noble is in actuality. The judge despises chaos. That is the primary thing that the judge is against. As long as you are bound by a code or by law, then you walk in stride with it.
Mm. And how do you get to be with them?
Well, I rose up through the ranks, working hard, studying mortal's wood, and I first took a job with the slave, and I would be the hands. Wasn't my favorite position. I personally never was able to understand what the slaver stood for specifically. It's hard to fight for something when you don't understand what it is you're fighting for.
Yeah.
With the judge later on, until I became bound to this weapon, I served as an executioner. Those beings who strived in chaos, I was dispatched to clear them off the board. One such individual thought it would be funny to lay a trap, so I came to Altaris looking for him, and when I found him, I walked right into the trap. My essence bound to this gun, and I have been there ever since.
How long ago was that?
103 years ago.
Shit, you're old.
Yeah, you could say that. You could also say that you're young.
Trust me, I am fully aware. 21 is not very old among any of the races, let alone Minotaurs. I put my
You're
dumbass in charge.
You're very mature for your age.
I try. Tig goes and is continuing to just draw the floor plan.
And you all hear a knock on the door.
Are you all expecting someone?
Absolutely not. And I'm gonna.
Does it make sense for
I'm gonna stand behind
I'm
you.
gonna
just
stand
in
with
case.
my.
I'm standing to the side of the door.
It doesn't make
And
does it make sense for an Altaris assassin to just be in here, or should I just go on the roof?
I'd say
Get on the
hide.
roof.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
on
just
the
gonna
roof.
get on the roof.
Back.
Hide. Yeah, I think if we let you out the back door, it'll maybe be more suspicious. Just go
Alright.
hide in a room.
I'll just hide in a room somewhere.
Go to the bathroom and just stay
go to the
there.
bathroom.
Hide
I'm
under
gonna-
a raspid.
People?
I'm gonna draw after cut and stand in front of my mom.
Quincy will pull out his gun.
I want to go look through the people.
I'll go get the door then.
I was gonna suggest my dad, but if you want to get the door,
He's out back.
As you
Fair
turn around
point.
to look out back, you don't see his dad.
Oh.
I wanted to look out the people, if there is one.
Yeah, dude.
Do we have Delilah? Where's Delilah?
I think she's still in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure we still have the small child.
Yeah, where is
Right.
Trent? Somebody should go check on him.
switch spots with me, and I go to the door. It's my house after all.
I will go check
Alright.
child.
And I just pull out my dagger that can shoot its blades.
I'm gonna
I
post
open the
up in
door.
the bathroom.
You open the door, and the first thing you see is this bright green and hot pink jester outfit, the silver skull mask, and this very large scythe as something drops in the floor right in front of you.
Oh no.
Oh
Knock,
no.
knock.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
hold my sword.
What's the thing
I'm
that
gonna hold
dropped?
up and prepare.
Oh no,
What?
what's on the floor?
What dropped?
What dropped?
You see Shadow's head just roll across the floor.